Yeah,
Go over there and wrap Muhammad in a rainbow flag, and your ass won't come out alive.
Period. You wouldn't even get to wrap it. You'd start the wrap, you pull it out, and it close enough to Muhammad, your head will be cut off.
As we enter the holiday season, Pride Month is not just for June. It's not just about the summertime, and it's not a month. Now it's 365 days, and it's part of Christmas. This is our counter view segment.
It's hard.
You're cute and submissive.
It's hard. I am a man repellent. It's hard because all I do is go to gay events and drag shows and
anything to make a buck, save a buck. Anything to make a buck.
It's hard.
All right. So this is our counter view segment where we take a portion of the view and respond to it. So this week we're talking about something they were talking about actually recently. Take a look.
He is wheelchair accessible, so Jesse Jr. is going to get all the gifts he wants.
But does Fox News understand that not every human being is heterosexual and Caucasian? I don't think they see that. And this is the culprit right here. This is the offensive rainbow flag.
And he's much prettier.
You put your nut in there. He can put his nut in there and squeeze it. You know that orifice might be a little too big.
All right, so basically, Target, which I have not shopped at since May, actually, I've been back, is now putting out a Christmas display, and part of their Christmas display is Pride. So specifically, the View spoke about their they have a nutcracker, and this or pop, I guess you call it a nutcracker, and he is with the Pride, the trans flag, the Pride flag, Pride hat, everything Pride. So now they have incorporated Pride into Christmas.
Yep.
So what Joy is saying is that Republicans, or anyone actually who disagrees with this, are short-sighted, because there are people who are, it's not just homosexuals who celebrate Christmas, just heterosexuals who celebrate Christmas, it's homosexuals too. So I want to get your thoughts on this, Shelley.
Look, I'm sick of everything is in wheelchairs now. We had the trans person in the wheelchair a couple weeks ago that looked like the absolute. It was just outrageous. Now we have Santa Claus in a wheelchair. I just want to know how the hell is he gonna get down the chimney? I mean, why can't children just have a magical, sweet, innocent time of Christmas? Look, you're not gonna get your toys if Santa is in a wheelchair. You just can't do it. You can't do it.
What about the idea that these things need to represent everybody?
They don't. Look, you can make up Santa Claus and the Nutcracker and whomever in your own house, whatever. But every store does not have to cater to it. Black people, okay, let's be honest. Black people for hundreds of years or whatever have had a black Santa, or they don't want to say white Christmas. Okay, fine. But you don't have to go and change the whole market of Santa Claus or Christmas just to appease all of these different groups. In your own house, celebrate Santa. But I do know seeing a Santa in a wheelchair on a Target rack, which I haven't shopped at for a while. I don't regularly shop there anyway. But that is it's just stupid. This is so stupid. Everything that children love, and it's just an innocent time, a beautiful time, it's just being corrupted. It's just another thing to corrupt. Just let children be.
Yeah. Oh my God, Shelley, how he gonna get the wheelchair down? That's it.
Santa in a wheel. They had these black Santas in wheelchairs. This is ridiculous.
Shelley and KJ, y'all have ableism problems. Like, what are we doing? So first of all, I have an issue with this whole Pride and this whole Nutcracker. I mean, Christians, they are making fun. Historically, Christmas is a Christian holiday, right?
Yeah.
And so they're making fun of your God again, and y'all just acting like punks. I'm sorry. I mean, like they're just doing it right in your face. Because I mean, if you believe the Bible that you read, God says that homosexuality is abomination. But my issue is like, what are you proud about? I mean, like, you happy that you're getting your booty blasted? I mean, I don't understand what's so prideful about what you're doing, and they're just like shoving it, and we are not pushing back on them because I mean, the fact of the matter is, only like what there it's like 1 in 9 people have, you know, are claim to be LGBT, part of the LGBTQ
Look at that. Look at that.
community.
Look at that,
So
man.
if
Look at
we
that.
if we can think of, exactly, if we can think of 1 in let's say like 1 in every 9 people are wheelchair accessible. 1 in every person is what? Like, can you imagine the things that the things that we would have to mimic if we picked the 1 in 9 people of something? Like, it's just weird.
It's weird, and
It's very
it's definitely propaganda, and it's just like, I mean, why do we always have to have this shoved in our face? And like you mentioned, Crystal, if you're gay, be gay. I mean, why we have to have all these flags and
right.
You know, now the trans flag. I mean, they got like, I think now I think it has some like 100 flags. It was not trans flag.
Put you on all the carpet that you want, sis. I don't care.
Black people, guess what? Trans and LGBTQ, they have more month and days than we do. They got June, they got October, now they got at least 60 days. We only get 28. Black people are, when are you rise? Black people rise. Take back your power. I mean, are you serious? These are the same people that are selling you this crap, but yet you, Black people, your homes, your families, your communities are still going down the toilet.
How is this Christmas?
It's a pride. They don't like Christians, and Christians are not getting mad enough about the fact that they're making fun of your God. They're making fun of your God, and so and they're allowed to, because I don't see a Muhammad wrapped in I don't see a gay I don't see a gay anything else, right? You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Go over there and wrap Muhammad in a rainbow flag, and your ass won't come out alive.
Period. You wouldn't even get to wrap it. You'd start the wrap, you pull it out, and it close enough to Muhammad, your head will be cut off.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and the rainbow.
I don't understand
why
we gotta do this all the time.
I know, it's just too much. Like, I mean, it's
All
too
the
much.
time.
I mean,
It's too
like
much.
I heard this guy say, and it's true, like, we can coexist, but stop trying to overexist. Like, like, y'all trying to overexist. We can coexist. Do whatever you want to do. Like, seriously, if you,
I don't care. I'm sure you all probably. I do not care what adults do behind the privacy of their own doors. I just don't want to see it in the streets, and I definitely don't want you doing it with children. Leave children alone. Why can't? Again, Christmas. It's a religious holiday. It's a national holiday. It's a beautiful holiday. Whether or not you celebrate it, to whatever degree you celebrate it, leave it alone. Most children, particularly American children, will celebrate Christmas in some way, shape, or form. Leave them alone. They can have the magical stories. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Having a magical, beautiful story to learn about, a baby in a manger. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
Bringing up who you like to sleep with, without you bringing up, I don't care. Like I said, get your booty blasted as much as you want. Munch on all the carpet that you desire, sweetheart. No one cares.
That's the point. That's the point, though. That is why, because you have some of these people you ever come across that they're acting like, oh, don't look at me, but look at me. This is how it is. This is what it is. They want everyone to look at them and acknowledge them. It's ridiculous. I do want to acknowledge. Speaking of acknowledge, I do want to acknowge we have a super chapter. super chatter tonight. She's Deborah. She says Shelly is on fire tonight.
Oh wow, thank you, Deborah.
Yes, she is. Yeah,
Thank you for your support.
absolutely.
Look, none of those again. We talk about this trans agenda really is coming at the children, right?
Yeah.
But ironically, talking about Christmas, not one of those wise men wanted to put it in Jesus's butt. They didn't want to do that. None of them wanted to do that. Not one.
He's a baby.
Yeah, they corrupt things. They honored him. They took gifts to him. They wanted to protect him. They didn't want to stick it to him.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. That's true. But he was a baby at the.
Shelly E. wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
They're going after children. That's what they're going after.
Yeah.
You're right. For the view hosts as mothers to sit up there, like some of them are grandmothers, to sit up there and act like they're so down with this. It's disturbing. Like it's just really disturbing. And then they in the clip they even talked about like Christians like Mike Johnson, and they keep coming at Mike Johnson. And like I said, Christians just kind of leaving him to hang out to dry. Like they're just making fun of him. And even when he says things like, I believe that, God is, going to judge us as a nation. Y'all hear that in every sermon on Sunday. And then y'all will allow these idiots, the View hosts, to tell y'all, oh, that's not true. Like it's so frustrating for me as a Christian.
Absolutely, for me too. But we know that this is what it's going to be. This when you hear it's almost like it sets them off.
Yeah.
When anybody brings up anything to do with the Almighty God.
Yeah.
And if you say Jesus,
don't say Jesus.
They really go off. Because that's how you know it's power. Exactly. It's power in it. And that's why that's right. They go off because they know that this is, they don't want us reading our Bible. They don't want us praying. They're coming after the children because children are innocent. Children are very malleable. And so they feel like they can get to them, and do something to them, and put them down their way. It's not even about you. Most people don't even care about these homosexuals and stuff. We may not agree, but I don't care what you do.
I don't care.
No. I don't have to do it, or you don't have to push me to do it. You do what you want to do. Right. But no, they got to raise the flag. I'm not raising a heterosexual flag.
No, I know that's what we need to do, though. We need to just get a heterosexual flag, and we need to just wave it, and let them see how many of us there are. Exactly.
Just like you said, Crystal, they do everything they can. As you mentioned, you don't see them going after Muhammad.
No, you don't.
Buddha. Or you don't see them going after any of this stuff.
None of them.
Jesus.
That's it.
That sets them. That drives them crazy. Mm-hmm. They drive them crazy. So it's
those same people. They talking about gay Jesus, and you were just saying, go over to Iran or any other Arab Muslim country, and these people who are talking about they support Palestine and all this stuff. I heard someone say on Megyn Kelly, I can't remember the guy's name, but he said, you want to get a flight lesson in an Arab country? Go over there and say you're gay. Your first flight lesson will be thrown off a daggone roof.
Exactly. And
I do want to acknowledge we have another super chatter tonight, Jeff Arrington. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you,
really appreciate it. Yes, indeed, we certainly do. So I thank you so much for that super chat there. Keep them coming, guys. We do this. We aren't getting paid or anything, so we're doing this. We're putting the production together and spending our time, to put out this information to you all, because the mainstream media is so it's just destructive, and it's biased. I mean, even though we have our bias here, but they don't want they don't want opposing viewpoints.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. There's some things we can't even say on here. We've been deplatformed and demonetized in the past for just saying stuff that is now factual. We were asking questions and posing different viewpoints regarding the pandemic. Now these things have come to be true. But you don't get monetized back. You don't get platform back. They still keep you off. So thank you so much. We certainly appreciate that.
And it's not enough for us to influence African American men. The largest Democrat voting bloc as a whole is African American women, and we are on the path to changing their hearts and their minds. So, like, you guys' support means everything to us, because you want to see them lose. If they lose the Black woman, it's over.
And let me tell you something. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that is very important. And, we are all on the right, but we all may have different viewpoints on different issues. Me personally, I voted for Trump. And if he is the nominee, I will vote for him. Again, he's not my first choice for the nominee, but if he is the nominee, I am definitely voting for him. And it looks like he is going to be the nominee. But what is up with other women on the right? And this is what I want to talk to. I am one who, I was not the happiest with Trump, with some of the things he said, in the past, and some of the things he's done. But I recognize that he was a very good president.
Yes, he was.
His administration and policies and things that he did while in office were great for the country. The country was booming. I am not going to get all my panties in a bunch over mean tweets when I see what the left is doing.
And if they're honest with themselves, it's not his mean tweets. It's your liberal neighbor that you go and your kids play together and you're afraid that she's going to call you a Trump supporter. Like, it's not his mean tweets, because other people tweet mean things all the time. Other people say mean things all the time. He said a few years ago that when you are a celebrity and when you have a lot of money, that you can walk up to a woman and you can grab them by the pussy and they won't say anything. That is proven in all this R. Kelly drama and everything. Like,
go in any locker room where there are jocks and stuff like that. Come on.
Exactly. So we can't keep using the fact that we didn't like what he said a couple of years ago, or we don't like his attitude. Like, literally, this man who's in office now is saying some of the worst. You're finding out some of the worst things about him and about his family and how they sold your kids' inheritance out. And you're going to talk about somebody tweeting something that you don't quote unquote like. And some of the meanest people are those soccer moms. Please don't tell me nothing. Don't sit on your high horse.
I say this frequently. I've said it more than once.
This man, you talk about taking down the prestige of the White House. This man had a LGBTQ day at the White House, and you had them on the lawn topless.
And cocaine. Yes. They probably left cocaine at the White House. Y'all forgot that.
I say this all the time. I've said it once. I've said it 100 times. I voted for Trump twice on purpose, not even holding my nose. I wanted to do it. And if he wins the nomination again, I will vote for him again, because I will not vote for a Democrat. And again, I'm going to support the nominee of my party. I might not agree. And I have criticized Trump. I didn't like everything he did. I was upset about the way he handled the COVID scamdemic, particularly at the beginning. I was upset about all of that. I was upset when he was releasing criminals because of some celebrity came into the White House. I was upset about that. So, but again, overall, I had to, take away my personal upset, if you will, and look at the big picture. That's what he did. He was good for the country.
We are in danger.
Yes.
Kelly E wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
Yeah. And I heard.
Mothers. Yep. You do not see that they are trying and have. You go to California, you can't even govern your child in school. If you cannot see that they are taking away every right that we have. We were just talking about New York City and how crime and how they're about to cut the police force. Do you know that they just passed laws taking away most of your right to carry? this is what this is not even about people's perception of if you are a MAGA or Trump voter. We are in danger.
Yeah, and I voted for Trump. I was a never Trumper in 2016, and then I voted for him in 2020 because just like anything else, when you do a good job, you get reelected. He did a good job. And I heard somebody the other day saying he's not presidential. I don't know what crack y'all are smoking, but the only thing that requires the trait that requires to be president is courageous and to be strong, not to be nice, not to be a wuss, not to be a wuss. It is to be strong and courageous. And if we're measuring by standards, by that standards, he's the best president that we ever had.
Well, I'm gonna say
this. I have to acknowledge the super chatter, Rico.
Thank you, Rico.
Thank you so
baby. Look, I'm gonna say this. And I think I've said it on here before, or at least maybe not the way I'm going to say it now, but to some degree. The way I think when he paid Stormy, what's her name, Stormy Daniels, whatever, $100,000, he should have given her more. He could have given me $1 million. I would have kept quiet.
She's a fool.
I would have kept quiet.
I mean, it's a hustle. Like now, I mean,